one thing I want to talk about now is the salary of the Superman cast. This news came out, I think it was on Monday. So yeah, on the 17th. So I just want to quickly talk about it. Now we know that James Gunn, or we actually know that Nicholas Hoult made 2 million, David Collins made and Richard Brosnan made 750. Then James Gunn made 15 million, and his salary as the co-CEO of this studio is actually at the seven-figure range. My issue with that is that, to be honest, every creative deserves to make whatever money that's like they deserve to make the best of the 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 best money when it comes to being a creative. Like it's an art form, and it's sometimes it's more of a service job. So you need to make the money of the best, especially when you're coming off making it for a studio and making it for a company. You need to make the money. Now, when people were doing like the average, is this money is too much or too small? The money is a little bit over average, and given his position and everything, I was expecting low. That doesn't mean he doesn't deserve it. That doesn't mean that um Nicholas Hoult doesn't deserve the money, or David Coventry doesn't deserve the money they are paying. Doesn't mean that, but I was expecting something lower. And for the David Coventry at least to be earning 1 million, or Richard Brosnan to be earning 1 million, especially given the fact that they've also done some project in the background, even though they are the smaller actors there, I was expecting um, a big money when it comes to the way at least it would make more sense. But there's still no issue about that, and everybody they saw their contract and they agreed to it. So that's basically what I just talked about. Think about it. So please leave your thought down in the comments section below. What do you guys think about this pay between James Gunn and the actors, and even his salary, which the report is saying that is seven-figure range. So please do leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Now, we have to talk about some DC news real quick. Or before I even actually talk about that, let me just quickly mention this Assassin's Creed. Now, there's going to be a Netflix series when it comes to Assassin's Creed. That Netflix series it will explore the war between two factions shaping humanity future with Roberto Patino and David Winner as the showrunners. Now, Assassin's Creed was one game that is one of the first games that I played, even on mobile, all these button phones, and I played some of the games with my dad. I could remember while I was young. So, to me, this is going to be an interesting watch when it comes to it, and to know that Netflix already go ahead to correlate the movie, this is something that um it will be interesting for me to see. Now, I'm not a big fan of releasing all your movies at once. I love it when you release it weekly, because at some point when you release at once, for someone like me, I get spoilers and it will affect my viewing experience especially when it comes to series. But when it comes to movie, I don't really care. So, Assassin's Creed, is this something you want? Is this something you want to see in the future? Is this a scripted movie for you? So series rather. Please let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below. Now, moving on to some DC news, we have Clayface Details, the new Clayface that is going to be produced by this studio, and is going to go into production next month, by the way. So the new details from the upcoming Clayface movie reveals that it's going to be Matt Hagen with elements of Basicalo with original twists and characters. Clayface follows Matt Hagen, and some up and coming actor who who's attacked and disfigured. He moved from Gotham to Hollywood to escape his troubled past and begin his career as an actor. His disfigurement is what eventually led him to become a shape-shifting monster. This movie will introduce original characters like Dr. Caitlin Bates, hidden love interest and co-star in the film, who is also a scientist and the CEO of a biotech startup. She wants to grow her company and help him. Caitlin Bates also has a fiance, John, who is a detective and is suspicious of our relationship with Matt Hagen. The antagonist of the film is described to be a crime boss via Nexus Point News. Now, the thing I love about this movie is that it's going to be a different approach to when it comes to storytelling in a shared universe. And one thing we've learned from Marvel is that it sh- sorry. One thing we've learned from Marvel is that sometimes a shared universe can have this one tone, and when it comes to the DCU or the DC Studio films, all each of the movies are going to have different tones and the way the stories are going to be told. Now, the nitpick I have, at least just reading this, I don't know how the story is going to be, is that it's going to have another antagonist, and I would love for the story to lead up to when he now became the bad guy, but creating a story where we now have to sympathize, just like we did in Joker, it makes sense. It's interesting. I said we've seen some villain stories, but giving an excuse and having to have another bad guy that is going to now make you say that whenever he's not see Clayface, you're not going to be like, I understand the story and it can be a good guy, blah 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 blah. It's not for me, and it's kind of a bit weird for me. But interestingly, I would love to see where the take where the story goes. It's Clayface is an interesting villain for me, though he's not one of my favorite characters. If we say I'm trying to think of a villain in a rogue gallery who is going to be my favorite villain in all of the scene. But that will be another video for another day. But let's just go right to the next story. Now, I don't know if I've touched this, but it's an interesting story that I just would touch on. Lanterns has already wrapped filming, and just in case you don't know, the series is going to release on HBO Max 2026. I think it's either going to be uh, early or it's going to be middle of middle of the year. But we know that Lanterns is releasing before Supergirl, and the same next year we're also going to get Clayface. So that's one thing that we know about that. So this like some photos. It's going to be a bit blurry. Then this is our Jordan. So this is just like a photos of the behind the scene, and it's interesting that we see that some things are moving forward, and at least now we know that the DC is going to move forward. So this is just something that's interesting. So another story I'm going to touch on is Mr. Terrific. Now we know that Mr. Terrific might get a put a series. They're trying to see what's going to happen. There's no official announcement, so in case you are looking for an official announcement and who to point finger to, there's no official announcement about a Mr. Terrific series. But this is a quote from Eddie Gatege, who played Mr. Terrific in this year, and it was like, I want to explore more project of the story. What he said was that if we are lucky, we are going to have a lot more opportunities to dig into what Mr. Terrific is and who he is. I feel like we've only scratched the surface. And we also have a story that said that he signed like a multi-project deal. So either he's going to show up in another show like Peacemaker, or he's going to have his own show. We are yet to find out. And for me, I don't want a solo Mr. Terrific show or movie. What I want is a series on the Terrifics, which will be interesting. We already have Metamorpho, we have Mr. Terrific, and it's just to wait. Okay, just to find Plastic Man and I forgot the name of this character, but she's from the Dark Multiverse, and she has like a storm power, which is actually another story for another day. Uh, there was this kind of thing that I heard. Mr. Terrifix is based. This Terrifix is based on Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four is also based on something about DC, and just something just like that. So basically, there are four of them in the Terrifix, and they're just similar to the Fantastic Four, but they are headed by Mr. Terrifix. Mr. Terrific. So I would love to see what they do with the character. Please leave your thought down in the comment section below. Now, the Batman 2 update that we got from this studio, James Gunn said that they they love what the script, but we're headed in the right direction. There are some things we still got to work out, but it's headed in the right direction for sure. Now, initially, what I thought was that when they say we still got to work out, I thought that there was going to be like a few changes to the script. But what I'm now thinking of is finances and pre-production and stuff like that. Because that what I was like join the contract to some for some actors, especially some actors that were written to the script. Like we know that Robert Pattinson was written to be played to play Batman in the Batman. So like the script was written for him. So what I was thinking now is that probably there is contract stuff and things in that nature. But it could also be that they are tweaking the script to at least they saw the script. Yeah, it's 99% okay, but we need to fix that 1%. Now I don't know what they are going to fix. Some people might actually have some bias being that James Gunn is also a creative and giving others to other creatives might want it to be like they want it to be in his own image and stuff like that. This is also a business, so business also make business decision. I talked about this, so please don't read too much into it. So, something Batman related also. There's this rumor or an information, but it's from an insider, so take it with a grain of salt. The Bane and the Batman script has been submitted. Now we know that Matthew Orton, who made Operation Finale, who wrote Operation Finale and Moon Knight, wrote the script, and from the outside scoop, which is a scooper, and this is the account that made that post. They're saying that the script has already been submitted. So what they're just trying to do is to look at it and see if they are going to actually send it back for for some reworking before they now eventually greenlight it. Now, the interesting and not interesting thing about the DC studio is that some movies and actually what I feel like from looking from outside in is that a lot of their plans and they're not going to follow their plans. In fact, all those things they list, it's just like a check. Maybe in the next 10 years they will now end up checking the last one. We don't know. But what I would expect is that a lot of the movies that they've announced, they should have at least have gotten so far with it. You know that what we just what is left is going to for them to be God going light. But right now it feels that anybody can just walk in, pitch their idea, come with their script and get their movie made, and it doesn't sit well with me. But let's see how that story goes. So let's move on to the next story. We have the Teen Titans. They are in Fortnite, and before you get it twisted, know that one of the Teen Titans is not there, which is actually the Nightwing, decreasing. A lot of people are saying that the full Team Titan team. No, this is Team Drake, and Team Drake is not in the Team Titan. And there's this joke that for the Teen Titans Go series, animated series, is that nobody cares about Team Drake. So this is actually the Teen Titans 1, 2, 3, 4, but not this guy. This guy is not part of the Teen Titans. This is Team Drake, by the way. So I also want you to know. So please leave your thought down in the comment section below. And do you play Fortnite? I don't actually play Fortnite. Even my Call of Duty, I've deleted this from my phone. I'm getting more into movies and series, so I don't really have space to be playing space or even time. And also my work is it's getting the best of me. But we can work. We can see. We'll see where that we'll see where that leads to, and hopefully I may actually have to download the game back, but right now I'm not playing any game. Even the Injustice that's on my system, I'm not playing it. But I also want to know, let you know that the Teen Titans accepts decreasing in Fortnite. So leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Now we got this news from James Gunn. Um, the whole story is that when James Gunn and Peter Safran was signing their deal, there was like a dispute because when we know that James Gunn was supposed to run DC Studios, which was newly formed, and at that time when he was signing the deal, there was an announcement that Henry Cavill is going to return as Superman. And during the DCEU, we saw less of him. I think it was like at least four projects that he appeared in, and a lot of people are trying to call him, but I'm not going to call him for the sake of this video. What I'm going to say is that the confusion between Warner Brothers at that time made it confusing. And when James Gunn got information that in Cavill, there was this announcement that Cavill is going to come and play Superman, it was like that's not the deal we had, and the deal was that they were going to reboot the entire universe and stuff like that. So people were like trying to blame that James Gunn is the fault of this and all like that. But a lot of us know that Warner Brothers had a lot of issues that caused stuff like this. So it was very sad to see, but it's happened nonetheless. So when James Gunn said that he has spoken to Erin Cavill, and it was like they could pay projects for him in the future, and he was also agreed with it, and that there's going to be a project for him in the future. We just don't know what project it is or what project they're talking about. And well, yeah, it's like you would love to cast Eric Cavill in future projects in the DCU. So we just have to see where that leads to. Right now, Eric Cavill is busy with so many projects. And I think there are like 3 or 4 projects that he's busy with. So right now, he doesn't really have the time. But we'll see where that leads to. Now, Supergirl, there was this they released the first teaser poster for Supergirl, which I'm going to open right here. So this is how the poster looks like. It's not showing her face in full. The name is Lookout instead of Look Up. So just show that Supergirl is angry. There was bit an upgrade when it comes to her suit, the belt, and I think the shoes was upgraded a bit. Then this is the coat that she wore, and we saw this red stuff. Some people were saying it's paint, some people were saying it's blood. I really don't care. Then the similarities also is that it looks like the Shazam poster. So we'll just see where this leads to. So the movie is going to release June 26 in theaters 2026. So let's see where that goes soon. Now we also know that Sergeant Rock, though a lot of people were looking at it that what exactly is happening with Sergeant Rock, what are they trying to do? Why are we even having a Sergeant Rock project in the first place? So right now, we know that Sergeant Rock is no longer moving forward. That is because Luca Guanda, sorry if I mispronounce your name, Luca Guadagnino is not going to be is no longer involved in it because he himself has multiple projects, and the future of what is going to do, like how is he going to do all those projects all at once? It's just It's just weird. But surprisingly, they've already cast some actors to for the role. I think the script is ready. So let's see where that leads to. Maybe they're going to just put a new director to the project. We'll see. And finally, when it comes to DC or the DCU, we have the Wonder Woman update. So what we know so far is that DC studios are fast tracking Wonder Woman. The same thing with Batman, but Wonder Woman is like a priority. So what I want is a Batman project over a Wonder Woman project. It's not that I'm trying to be anything at all, but the reason is that it's been a while we've had a solo Batman project. So I just want like a solo Batman project in a connected universe. So I just want to see where Batman is going to go forward and all stuff like that. So please, this DC updates, share your thoughts about it down in the comment section below. How are you feeling about DC so far? Share your thoughts down in the comment section um, below. So let's move right into some Nigerian stories. But before we move forward, please, I want to implore you that you like, you subscribe, you share, you follow wherever it is that you are seeing this platform, this video from, or this news roundup, because we share it on TikTok, we share it on Facebook, and we share it on YouTube. So check Streamdorm out on our social media platforms. You are going to see some of these updates. So please like, share, subscribe. And in case you want to promote your business on this news, reach out to us on business@streamdom.com. I don't realize that I did not put it. So the uh the account is business@streamdom.com. That's the email rather. So please send just send your deal, leave it in the comments section. Sorry, send your email. I don't know what I'm saying right now. Send your email, and we'd love to work with you, whatever your business is, as long as it works, as long as it goes with our business, our brand value, and we're going to work with you.